fact, let's get into it now. It's going to be CLG FC episode 134 for the YouTube. And for Twitch, this is day 88. So we've got a little bit of a ways to go to the next. We actually have 22 days until the next fixture, so it's going to be a while for the next fixture. But the next fixture is one of the biggest ones. We have 2 games left in the season. We are 1 point clear at the top. So it's coming down to the wire. We're 1 point clear. Relegation was really between 4th through 9th, who were only separated by 2 points previously. Now 2 points separates 5th through 9th, so Old Mancunians have put a little bit of distance between themselves and the drop. LythamSt.Anne have an unbelievable turnaround. LythamSt.Anne went from basically winless in their opening 8 games to winning 6 of the last 7. I mean, they were sitting on 3 points halfway through the season practically, just a game shy of halfway through the season, and then they've completely turned it around. They even drew us 0-0, but they just lost to Fleetwood Hesketh, of course. They draw us but can't beat or can't do the same to our promotion rivals, of course. I don't know why that has to be the case, but apparently that has to be the case. And yeah, that means, I mean, literally, honestly, because of that draw, we're sitting first, or only by a point. Had they actually taken a draw versus Fleetwood Hesketh, we would be we'd be 3 points clear, and our goal difference is so superior that really one win would basically secure it. Now we need to win both remaining games. I mean, there's no other question, right? We have to win both remaining games. So, but that's what it's looking like. So we are fixing to knock it out on this stream here tonight. Tonight is the title decider, is the conclusion, if you will, to Season 7 of CLG FC. And then we'll start the off-season if we have any time left, of course. And the off-season will look to continue into the end of this week and into next week. A reminder about the offseason that we will be watching the 2030 FIFA World Cup as well. So the schedule for right now is tonight is Football Manager. Tomorrow will be Age of History 3, which is a brand new game that just came out this year. Not too long ago even, just a few months ago. I say a few months. I think it's only been out about a month or two. But we'll have that for you, and then Thursday we'll be timing in, and then we'll be back here on Friday with some more Football Manager. So looking forward to that. Saturday and Sunday we've got the Unreal Tournament, week 4 of the group stage out of 6, and then we'll be back here Tuesday with more Football Manager. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm fixing the off season's going to run basically this week through next week, and then maybe by the end of next week into the following week we can maybe get done the off season and get into season 8 of CLGFC, hopefully in a higher division, because I don't want to be in this division again. Only because never ever suggest Mukendi is not good enough for this club. Never. Mukendi is Mukendi's our man. Mukendi's like our go-to sub, or one of our go-to subs. But anyway, so that's what we're looking to do. I'm a little bit nervous only because the champion is the only one that goes up. So I am like kind of a little nervous because of that. I'll say, right? It's only a point. We haven't been our best this season. We actually split results with Fleetwood because we haven't been at our best, and we've drawn 2 other games. I mean, this is coming off the back of an unreal season that we had last season. I think last season we won every game but like 2 or 3. It was phenomenal last season. So I don't know. We'll see how we do. I gotta sneeze. Oh God. But yeah, I think that's the big thing is this division is very hard to get out of since it's only one spot that's being promoted. And I think that's the I think that's the problem is that now we have a team that's actually right there on 40 points with us. No team really in the history of the six league in the previous 6 seasons that we've played, especially in the divisions that we've played that have had 10 teams. Um, no team has really gotten close to 40 points at the end of the season. And here we have a team on 40 with 2 games to play. Like, it's actually crazy that 46 points out of a maximum 54 will not be enough to send you up. Like, that would be crazy. So, but that's the risk. That's definitely the risk. If we draw and we win, we'll be on, I think, what, 45, and that still wouldn't be enough to go up. Like that's how crazy it is. In all honesty, yeah, 40. If I go to previous seasons, I'm just gonna go here real quick and go to overview, and we're gonna go to this was the first season. 49 got the one team promoted. So I mean that was our first season, and then our second season we had what? Uh, we went up on 50. 32. 32 was enough to get a club promoted. 32. We went up as we didn't lose a single game. We went up with 50, and there's a chance that if we win both and Fleetwood Hesketh win both, um, that 46 is not enough to get promoted. Like that. That's how insanely tight this stuff has been. This season has been 35 in our third season was enough to get Hillgate promoted. So, I mean it's absolutely crazy. If I go just back a few more, 47 was enough for me to go up, and there's a team with 1 point less. You're telling me a team with 1 point less is not. I mean that's just madness, man. That's just pure madness. I gotta get the stream up on my phone, by the way. I just realized that. Yeah, here's 43, and that's enough for Ainsdale to go up. Uh, so let me get this going real quick. And then the last season that we played, whoop, I meant to just do stages and go back one season. Yeah, Norcross came up with 43. So now there's a chance that 46 is not enough. Like that is, I just can't believe. I just can't. I just have a hard time. Oh fuck. Okay, 2 to 3 days. That's not bad. I saw Joe Jones and I'm like, fuck. But nah. um. So anyway, we're down to 17 days to go. So we do have under 18s matchups in between. Um, so that's something to take note of. But yeah, we are we are plugging away. So welcome everybody. Um, and the crazy thing is, it's really talking a little bit more on the divisions real quick. It's really just this division because the one in the level above, I think there's like we're gonna move into a division with like 12 teams, so it's a little bit of a longer season. It's a 22 game season then, or it might be 14 teams. So it's like okay, it's 26 games. It's you can make a mistake and still be good. You can make 2 mistakes and still be good. Like you know, um, I think that's the big difference is that we've been crawling around these leagues with not many teams for pretty much the entire first 6 seasons, including the seventh one. And it's so insanely cutthroat, right? And in previous seasons we've made an error and been able to recover from it. an error being a lost game or drawing a team in the bottom half or something like that. But we've made an error, we've been able to recover for it. You know what I mean? Our first season, even, we lost to Earlham Steel Rangers reserves. We drew twice. We still won the league by 4 points in the end, right? So it's one of those things where it's like, it feels like it's recoverable. But Fleetwood Hesketh have dominated the league so much this season that it feels like. Oh, I gotta change the autosave rules. That reminds me. I don't watch Zealand much, but he made a really good point about the autosave rules, and I need to change them, which I will do very momentarily. Um, so as soon as it's done processing, I'm gonna climb in there and change autosave. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I just think these leagues are so small, and Fleetwood Hesketh have been so competitive against the rest of the league that it's really felt like this season, for some reason, the margin of error is absolutely none. Um, where is the? Oh, here we go. Autosave. Every week is fine. 10 file rolling autosave. I should make it every fortnight. That would be maybe better. I could do after matches. He recommended after matches, but ours are so far apart. I think I think if we do every week for right now, I think it's fine, right? So, uh, but yeah. So I'm just gonna make it weekly every week because the division's so far. I mean, it's only 18 games. There's no cups either. Whereas when we get further up, um, we'll change it to every match. But yeah, I think if we can get to level 13, we can get to a division with 13, 14 teams. We'll be a lot better off. And I also think if we can do that, uh, we're going to be on a faster path to, maybe not faster in terms of the number of games we have to play or the episodes, but we'll be on a faster track to the top, or going even further up, because we'll be able to drop a game or two and still maintain pace at the front, I think. So that's the idea, at least. Um, so I'm just ready to move on from this cutthroatness that the amateur leagues are. I understand why there's small divisions. I'm not arguing against having smaller divisions down here. I totally get why, but I just I'm done with the cutthroat nature, you know. So 15 days ago, we will do leagues in focus when we get to. Oh, that's a shame. The Spaniard almost had 25 points there. So I got the bouldering on now. So uh, so CLG FC under 18s win with wardrobe impressive. So it's Daniel Fassbender. What a last name. 18th minute scoring, putting us ahead 1-0. Patrick Adam from the spot in the 36. 2-0 at the break we went. I'm sorry, Rob Crosby in the 52nd put us 3-0 up. Rourke Aris in the 58th, or Aris in the 58th, pulled one back for Haringley under 18s, but we ran it out, 3-1 victors. We're still 2 points back of FC Halifax Town in the under 18s league. They have 5 to play in the under 18s league, so we're into March now, and we're about to be into March 17th. So there you go. Oh, okay, nice. He almost had it again, the Spaniard. He's wants these 25 points, man. So we're about to tick over. We should be ticking over. I'm gonna get some music up for you guys. By the way, we're gonna play some lovely. Maybe we'll play. You know what we'll play? because I usually been playing like Unreal Tournament soundtrack and stuff, and I do love that. Um, but I think what I'm gonna play is whoa! I did not mean for that to come on. It's fine. Let me Speaking of Unreal Tournament, there you go. Where's the playlists? Playlists. Keeping an eye on the stream as well to make sure, I'm not missing processing or whatnot. Uh, God, I wish they sorted these fucking playlists better. NCS, please, please, please. Oh my God, they have so many playlists. I totally forgot how many they have. They have this old one called Best of House, but it's only 76, and then it's not all. Some of them are 9 years old, so Lord knows. No. Let me. There we go. All right. I'm gonna move this to the. There we go. Right next to the 50 song that we play as our walkout song, which we'll have to change. We'll change our walkout song next stream as well, or next season, I should say as well. Let me just lower the music down to 31.5. We'll apply advice here, and the training schedule looks good for the next 2 weeks. On we go. 13 to go. So it's going to skip because of encoding issues. That's just FM in a nutshell. I think I'll probably pass on 25, and by 26, we'll probably look to upgrade this up to get a new laptop, new computer, new features. So I think that's what we'll do. Ah. Um, and then we'll be ready for 26. So um, I'm not particularly in love with the missing features in 25. And I'm not going to be done this save by March. I hope people realize that this save will not be concluded by March. It'll basically this might take me until November of next year to complete this save. So these were previously brought up, so that's fine. And then we'll delay for a month the one on Joe Jones. All the rest is nonsense. And we keep moving on. So from 13 to go down to 12 as we prepare for Leagues in Focus. Man, it's insane how small that is. Anyway, down to 12 to go. There we go. Oh, that's a shame. He's trying so hard. So anyway, uh, yeah, we're down to 12 days to go. So we cut 10 days out of the fixture already, or out of the processing already, I should say. Um, we'll see how we fare moving in towards this AFC Blackpool reserves games. Tyler Wright is suspended for us, but I don't think we're necessarily going to be using him, right? So I don't think Tyler Wright is somebody we particularly have a need to use. Um, so anyway, Let's take a look at. Well, hopefully we do get leagues in focus. 11 to go. We should get it within about the next. We should get it now, like now, and then we'll probably wait and we'll look at it Wednesday of the next week. Um, so there's that. But yeah, we've got that going on. There it is, by the way, right on cue. Leagues in focus. We'll hit it Wednesday of next week. We'll get you your leagues in focus. Fastbender's out 4 to 5 weeks. We lost somebody else in the under 18s league, by the way. Oh, is it Ligertwood? Leisurtwood, maybe. 6-7 weeks with a hernia. That's brutal. But we're into March 20th. The fixture is on the 31st, so we're almost on the domestic leagues in England in general. The EFL Cup has already been decided. That's the League Cup. For those that know the old name, now it's the EFL Cup or the Carabao Cup for sponsorship reasons. But um, yeah, I would say that's already. I know that's already been decided. Liverpool have won that. The Union beat Portland 2-1. That's good. Then they beat Nashville 2-1. West Ham drew. What is that? Everton. We never beat Everton in the league, man. Never beat Everton in the league, and that is that. So we keep moving forward. 11 to go. We should tick down shortly into 10. And we're fixing to do the 2 remaining games tonight, and then we'll be fixing to do a little bit of the all-season. We'll probably get up to the World Cup. I think that's the objective for tonight's stream is get through these last 2 games and get up to the start of the World Cup. If not, that's the furthest target, I would say. The middle target would be get to the end of the domestic season in England. So Premier League decided, FA Cup decided, and then I would say the third goal or the shortest goal would probably be just finish our season. So I think that's where we're aiming to be at tonight. So 4 hours should give me time to get through about 2 months, I think. So I just think that's the targets that we're aiming for tonight's stream. Then we'll come back for Football Manager on Friday, and on that Friday we'll probably start the FIFA World Cup. There is the restricted transfer window for the amateur divisions. All amateur divisions, not just ours, but all amateur divisions will have their transfer window closed at 11 p.m. on Thursday, March 28th. No free agent signings. Well, you can sign free agents, but no free transfers from one club to another will be allowed after the 28th. So obviously down in these divisions historically, but not with our club, but historically these are completely amateur sides. None of the footballers are paid, which means they are actually free. They're actually non-contracted, which means they are free. It's like the old Southwest commercial, man. They are now free to move about the country. They're free to sign anywhere and anyone with any moment in time. So I do have a few players that are on amateur contracts here who aren't being paid. But if you have a player on an amateur contract and another club at any moment in time is willing to come to that player and make him an offer to join their club, that is acceptable up until this date. Once this date passes on the 28th of November, it is no longer acceptable. I'm circling it on. Yeah, you see it on stream. I didn't know if you could see my cursor or not, but I'm circling it. Once the 28th passes, does not matter if they're on an amateur contract. If they're at a club, they may not move clubs until the transfer window opens again, which will be on. It's the Monday after the Champions League concludes. So if the Champions League is like June 2nd, for example, it would be June 3rd. Oh, we almost had it. He almost had it. Belgian knows it too. He almost had it. He did get the 10 points though. That's big. Whew. Brott showing pleasing progress. He could become a level 10 goalkeeper in the future. And Brott's left his agent Tom Francis. Nice. They did not count that as a 25 pointer. Wow. He almost gripped onto it. Had he gripped onto it, man, that's tough. How much time we got left in the bouldering? We got an hour and a half left in the bouldering, and then I'm moving on to the women's 10-meter platform preliminary dives. So there is that. Anyway, 8 days to go. We keep ticking down. 8. Good old 8 days to go. Oh, he's back! Holy shit, Cellophane is back. Holy smokes. I had no clue, man. I had no clue Cellophane was back, bro. Nice. Good to see him, man. He was away for a while. Sorry, I just want to send him a nice message real quick because he is also live. All right. We got 7 days to go. I didn't realize Cello was back, bro. Anyway, I had to do that to him. We got adverts coming up in 9.5 minutes. So for those of you on Twitch, we're gonna just try to slug through the processing while the adverts are up, and we'll catch up with any news once the adverts come back. Um, so you're not really gonna miss anything because of the since we're still in the processing phase. So we will not start the game without you though. So if we get up to the game, we'll take a little bit of a break until the adverts are done, just so that you guys don't miss a beat. But in terms of the processing, you know the way it goes. There's not there's not really any. It's you're not gonna miss much, and we can catch you up on it. It'll take about 10, 15 seconds to do so. So, uh, oh, sorry. But we're down to what we got here. Okay, we'll apply the advice to Wellman. Evans, we'll apply the advice to Evans. Another weekly meeting. Individual strength training, do it. You remind me in a month. Okay, the rest is kind of nonsense. Um, but we're down to 6 days to go. And we're getting close to leagues in focus. So we'll do that as well if that should come up. So, um, God, guys. There we go. Oh, he's got Nathan Harry on this side? Bruh. Bruh. Uh, that's smart, actually. He's a good player. Harriel's a good player. So, at least I mean, he's a good player for us. League's in focus. Let's get it done. Right, we're here Tuesday. Let's do it. We'll start with MLS. Chicago Fire at the top. Toronto FC is second. Orlando City is third. Inter Miami fourth. DC United fifth. Nashville SC sixth. NYCFC is seventh. My beloved Union are in eighth. Columbus Crew are ninth. Atlanta United are 10th. And the Montreal Impact are the worst club in the East. In the West, Real Salt Lake is top of the league by 3 points. Top of the West by 4. Houston Dynamo are in second. Then it's Austin FC third. San Jose Earthquakes fourth. Colorado Rapids fifth. Vancouver Whitecaps sixth. FC Dallas seventh. The Scum are eighth. LA Galaxy ninth. Sporting Kansas City 10th. And then at the bottom, Portland is the worst team in the West, the Portland Timbers. So, plenty to go there in that league, though. They're just getting started. They're only 5-6 games in. In the Premier League, Liverpool, again, there it is, the Conference League via their win in the EFL Cup. But Man City are top by 13 points over Nottingham Forest, who stayed second. Arsenal are third. Spurs are fourth. Newcastle United is fifth. Aston Villa's sixth, by the way. Man United seventh. Chelsea eighth. We said Liverpool 10th. My beloved West Ham are down in 16th place now. Not looking too good. Palace are above the drop by a single point over Wolverhampton Wanderers. Southampton are 2 points adrift in 19th. Sheffield Wednesday are 12 points adrift at the foot of the Premier League. They only have about 7 to 8 games to play in that league. In the championship, Sunderland are promoted. They are in the playoffs. Sunderland are in the playoffs. They've secured at least a playoff spot. They're 14 points clear of the league over Sheffield United, who themselves are 8 points above the playoff places, which include Norwich City, Ipswich Town, Watford, and Coventry City. Middlesbrough are on the outside looking in by a point. At the bottom, Blackburn Rovers above the drop by a point. Barnsley above the drop by 7 goals on the goal difference over Bristol City. Cardiff City are 2 points adrift in 23rd. Bolton Wanderers are 5 points adrift at the foot of the Sky Bet Championship. Sky Bet League 1. Derby County lead the league by 3 points over Rochdale. Lead the playoff places by 2 points over Stockport County, Stoke City, Reading, and Lincoln City. Preston North End are 4 points on the outside looking in. At the bottom, Wigan Athletic are above the drop by a point over Crawley Town. Stevenage are 2 points adrift in 22nd. Cambridge United 4 points adrift in 23rd, having won 3 in a row in 3 of the last 5. Shrewsbury Town are down, though. They are 19 points adrift. They only have 15 available left. They are down, unfortunately, going down to Sky Bet League 2. In Sky Bet League 2, Carlisle United are top of the league by a point over Wycombe Wanderers, who are in the playoff places. The automatic promotion places. Bradford City are above the playoffs by 2 points over Colchester United, Forest Green Rovers, Doncaster Rovers, and Milton Keynes. Mansfield Town is on the outside looking in by 7 goals scored. Notts County and Bristol Rovers are 3 points on the outside looking in. At the bottom, it's Torquay United, who are 4 points above the drop over Fleetwood Town. Port Vale are 10 adrift at the foot of Sky Bet League 2. Vanarama National, South Shields atop the league by a point. They've secured a playoff place, and they are above the playoff places themselves currently, which are occupied by Southend United and Yeovil City, who've secured playoff places themselves. Solihull Moors, Oldham Athletic, Macclesfield, and Bromley. So Macclesfield, a little bit of rocky the last 5 games. Three losses, but 2 wins, enough to keep them planted in the playoffs. Accrington Stanley is currently 4 points on the outside, looking in. At the bottom, Altrincham, Boreham Wood are 5 points above the drop. Then it's Altrincham and FC Halifax down, who are above the drop just on goal difference over Guiseley. Um, Kidderminster Harriers are 3 points adrift in 22nd. Maidenhead United are 7 points adrift in 23rd. Morecambe, 9 points adrift at the foot of the Vanarama National. Only 12 points available left to take down there. They have 4 games left. The tier above us, Ulverston Rangers, they lead the league by 4 points over Furness Cavaliers, who are in the second promotion spot by 5 points over Staveley United. At the bottom, it is Ambleside United and Ullswater United, who are a point above the drop over Brathwaite. Gosforth is 9 points adrift in 14th. Whitehaven Miners Social are 11 points adrift. They only played 28 in that league, so there's only 9 left available. So they are going down to level 14. If Gosforth fail to win any remaining game, or Ullswater and Ambleside draw or win any remaining game, then Gosforth will be down. And that is Leagues in Focus. We got it in right before the ad break. That's coming up in 55 seconds. We will catch you up on what happens with the processing through the ad break, but you're not going to miss much. We've got 5 days to go. We're coming up on the AFC Blackpool Reserves match, and we should be getting into that in about 10 to 15 minutes time. So until then, I would say let's enjoy the music. I really like this song. This is good. Oh man, I had to add this to an old playlist. Where the hell is it? There it is. All right. It's still telling me that it's unstable, but my bit rate is fine. I'm only pumping about 7,000 cookies ready to attempt long, flat bullet throws. Thank goodness. We need somebody who can provide them. So I'll be happy for cookies to provide them. We're going to move over. It'll be 4 days to go. There it is right now. 4 days to go. The transfer window closes in essentially 24 hours. In fact, I hit space. I hit forward at 2300 on Tuesday. 2300 on Thursday, the transfer window closes. So, yeah, literally 48 hours for the transfer window to close. Now that we're into Wednesday, it'll be even less than that. But did anyone get max point? No one's gotten 25 yet. No, there has to be one. Yeah, there has to be one. Anyway. So. Requested reports, nothing doing. We keep moving on. We're going to move on to 3 days to go. It is the day of the transfer window closing. So, I don't know why it keeps doing this. Let me see if I can actually just drop it 100. So that might do it. Anyway, you haven't missed much. So, well, you're not even back from the ads yet. So, 3 days to go. Well, welcome back from the adverts for those on Twitch. You haven't missed much. We got 3 days to go. It is the day the transfer window closes. This says 8 a.m. So we would have, what, 15 hours before the transfer window actually officially closes. No, we just ticked over to the 29th. So the transfer window, yeah. The transfer window is closed. No club-to-club transfers may be made from here on out. So, there we go. We're down to 2 to go. We should be. We do have an under 18s match, by the way. Chester under 18s. Oh, fuck, he almost. Oh man, I hope he's okay. He almost got it. He didn't grab the 10 piece. He didn't plan his left foot and he slipped. Rip. Uh, Fassbender is eligible for a professional contract, but his current contract's got 15 months left. Dempsey's out 1 to 2 days. He should be okay. We are at 5:15 in the evening on Friday. Now 9:15 in the evening. Here's the week training and review, and we are going to tick over and get ready. Here's the auto save. We are going to get ready for this AFC Blackpool's match. We might have the press conference coming up here in about 2-3 minutes time. Good song. Whoa, whoa. There we go. I gave this an absolute fresh restart, and I have 82%. Well, no, this is 67% memory, and I'm like, I don't know what is clogging the shit out of it, but I don't have that many Twitch tabs open. Even I have 5, so in fact, I'll close one now. I'll close 2. There we go. And I'm gonna put me down to 3. That should help. Anyway, we're down to 1 day to go. We got the under 18s fixture. It's Chester under 18s. We are chasing yet again the league title in the under 18s league. We have won it 3 straight years. East Manchester versus Shevington is marked as the matchup of the week. Team selection. We are 8-11 favorites. AFC Blackpool reserves are 7-2. The draw is 11-4. They are in 5th. Are guaranteed a title. They win the last 2 remaining games of the season. The Central Division once the yep. 45 headers and 30 tackles and 16 appearances. This is it. Pre-match press conference. Let's go. Let's kick this off with the first question from Cameron Clark at Mundial. Following AFC Blackpool reserves 1-0 Mid-Lancashire District League Premier Division victory over East Manchester. Highfield side are currently 5th at the table with 20 points from 16 matches. Could they leave? We'll have to be at our best to see. Any team with their sort of quality will always be in a chance. I'm prepared for a very tough fixture, but I know my players and I believe in their abilities. With one more right result, we put ourselves in the best possible position already, so I have faith the players will see it through. He's absolutely vital. Every manager deserves more patience and time, and he is no exception. I think we're going to win the league. We got everything to get this over the line. That's what I think. That actually looked like it got a very favorable response from the players. So thank goodness for that. Thank goodness I said the right thing. This song is only 2 minutes 25, so by the time this is done, we'll probably be ready to start the fixture. This is always tough, holding the team meeting. I think it's a good idea to hold a team meeting to give players some words of encouragement ahead of our next fixture, as it's crucial to our ongoing title battle. I think we should focus on recent good form and reinforce the positive feeling around the club right now. Well, I'm going to save before I do that. And then the next match for the AHL. Make sure this is a big match in our pursuit of time. We're hitting form exactly in the right time during the run-in, but we need to find an extra gear to see if we challenge. Everyone's encouraged. I'm really pleased with those who agree with me. Woo! Okay, good. Everyone's morale looks good. Conversation period had a positive effect on several players' morale. Good. Good. We picked the right thing to say. Part of management is, and I'm not the only manager who would ever say this, but a lot of management is people managing. It's not about the tactics. It's about managing your people. So, we got our under 18s match. Let's see how that went, by the way. Lythamstown, Freckleton. This is the big one. Stockport Georgians reserves need a result. Fleetwood Hesketh need a result. Stockport Georgians reserves, if they can draw this, they might get help. They'll still be in relegation, but they might get help with the league. That's a big point if they do. Fleetwood Hesketh, if they don't win it, it's a big slip up, and it opens the door for us to potentially walk out of this weekend 3 points ahead, or if they lose and we win 4 points ahead and title victors. That's what champions of the league. That's what is at stake here. Can we get any help from the league? That's the question. Do we get any help from the league? The Stockport Georgians, the team in 9th place, the team relegation threatened. Can they do it? No, Fleetwood Hesketh won. We have to win to stay top. Counter FC under 18s win as Crosby impresses. It was Tom Ellison the 28th before D'Arcy McCauley in the 41st sent things level at the break. After the break, Aiden Wardrope in the 55th, and again from the spot in the 88th before Rob Crosby added insurance in stoppage time at the end of the second half. We walked out 4-1 victors. We are 2 points back of FC Halifax Town now with 4 games to play. Social feed, Union lost to Real Salt Lake. West Ham drew Chelsea. It's a big point, but Wolves won their last game, so getting tight. Anyway, it's getting tight in the Prem. 36 points might be, well, they still have what, 5 games left, and it's a 6-point gap, so all to play for with West Ham. So anyway, let's tick over to match day. Finally, match day. We have to win to go back top of the table. Let's pause the music because we're getting into the match day itself. There it is. Match day is finally here. Can you believe it? Tyler Wright is banned. Ayrton Dempsey is injured. Everybody else is fit for selection. Ayrton Dempsey doesn't, and Tyler Wright don't really fit in our first team plans. Tyler Wright might, but you know, for most of the season they have not been in our plans. So I didn't realize how tough this bouldering course was going to be for the Olympians. Jeez, nobody's gotten like 25 points on the last on the last climb, boulder, challenge, obstacle. Oh, he almost had it and he slipped. Oh, that's a shame. Back on this for some reason. The Union beat Inter Miami. Always a good day. Expectations for the upcoming match is to win. And the best 50 wonder kids in football, the top wonder kid is at Arsenal. Chivas has the second. The Zolos have the third. Victoria Pleasant with the fourth. Wow. Al Hilal has the ninth. Then it's the rest. Everybody else is like, on that list is who you expect. QPR with who's that? Jake Duckett. Wow. Tenerife. Al Nasir. Hoffenheim. River Plate. Actually. Leipzig. Who do you have? Bournemouth. Bristol City. BRG, which is in Brazil, I'm pretty sure. No, BRG are in Portugal. Yeah. Bayern 2. That's a Dynamo Zagreb. Portsmouth. Bolton and a relegation threat, mind you. Is he even playing? He has been playing, yeah. He's a striker with 6 goals and 31. Aye. Stoke City, wow. Well, another Stoke City. Leeds, another Victoria Pleasant. NYCFC, surprisingly enough. And then Leipzig Viking. Where are they at? Norwegian Premier Division. Krasnodar. They're in Russia. Brugge. Not Club Brugge. Millwall. Fuck, the Scum. Really? The Scum. What is Farco? Farco Football Club. They are in Egypt. And then Wasad Casablanca in Morocco. Wow. That's actually really interesting. Players' contract set to expire. Um, uh, I'm sorry. Tyler Wright with the trigger extension. Like, just right off the bat, trigger extension. Um, I think for Tom Ellis, we're going to trigger the extension through the next year. The remaining, we are probably going to pass on. Youth contracts, we don't really have anybody big. So, you know, is what it is anyway. Let's get into it, shall we? Because it is match day finally. Let's get towards this match. A big one. We need to win to stay top. Dempsey's actually healed. He's no longer hurt. Fitness test not required. He's capable of playing. We need results elsewhere to go in our favor, but if they do, then a win against AFC Blackpool Reserves will see us win the title. Basically, meaning if we beat them and Fleetwood Hesketh lose next weekend. Okay. Wright is suspended. He's not listed. So, this is it. This is it, everybody. This is what it's all come down to. If we lose, then we will need, if we draw or we lose, we will need Fleetwood Hesketh to fail to win and us win on the final day of the season. The only other thing we could do if we draw is we could have Fleetwood Hesketh lose and us draw and have a superior goal difference. If we do that, then we'll win the title as well. But basically, just win. You have to win. You guys have to win. So, all right, let's go, shall we? Many men wish death upon me. That's how we line up. Here's AFC Blackpool Reserves. 21 points between us. AFC Blackpool, 3 points above the drop. They just need a point from the remaining fixtures. Wish upon me. And we are underway with our opening match of the stream, penultimate match of the season. Fleetwood Hesketh. We are trying to chase him down and go back top with a win over AFC Blackpool Reserves. Here we go. Park said the ball needed to go down the line, really. Now we're trying a stupid ball over the top. That's just not. That should be the end of the highlight, really. No. Ah! Okay. Here's Frank right at the start of the second minute. Oh, good ball. Good cross. Snicky! No. Snicky can't do it. Sheamus with another cross back in. Cookies can't get to it. He will come down with those spaps. Looking for the cross back in. Looking for the... Oh, Twinkle going for goal. Oh. Wow, that was just saved wide. Here's Sheamus with the corner. Snicky can't get to it. Cookies runs it down. Oh, come on. Cookies loses the ball to Healy. The clearance, though, will fall to Frack. Here's Ellis. Paul Ellis. Jellicoe. Back to Paul Ellis, who hooks it in. It'll fall to Hooper. Healy absolutely miles over the bar. Come on, boys. 10th minute now. Akonikun's headed that down. Snicky, Cookie, Sheamus. Width is needed here, boys. Width. Sheamus, that is way too heavy a touch. O'Flattery to Smith. It's booted clear. Got to get wide. Need the width. Parks. Can't run that down. He's like Casemiro out there. Jack Lemon now with it. MD, by the way. Jack Lemon, MD. Parks. Good ball to Sheamus. Sheamus. He's got options here. The cross comes in. That is saved off a deflection. And that will be a corner. Frack will take it. Whipped in, and Quinlan has it. I'm sorry, not Quinlan. Quinlan. 13th minute now. Booted forward. I've won the header. Spaps has the ball. Snicky. They take it forward here. Spaps has got it. Spaps will take it. Ooh, it's a hooked and cross. Akonikun, can he win the header? No, but it's another corner. Corner comes in, headed out for another corner on the other side now. Frack will take. Whipped in. It's headed up. And falls to the corner of the box. Cookies has it on the right-hand side. Cookies floats across back post. Unmarked. Sheamus can't get under it. Quinlan has it. Who's been booked? Spaps has been booked. Modeste. Paul, is that Paul Ellis? Yes, Paul Ellis. Modeste. Going for goal. Block. Spaps boots it towards the side, but Jellicoe's there. He's let it go out for a throw-in. Here's Parks. Sheamus. Back to Parks. Twinkle. This is the 19th minute now. Sheamus. Oh, that's his shot blocked. Here's Frack to take this corner. And Quinlan has it. Smith. Kinsella, Healy. Oh, Healy, that's a bad ball. Cookies has got it. Cookies bringing it forward. Cookies looking for the lane. Finds Sheamus. Sheamus turns on it. Parks has got it. Parks, Jack, Twinkle, myself. The switch of the play. Cookies. He turned the wrong way. Cookies turned the wrong way. Had he turned to his left, or would have been hit. He put his back towards goal. Instead of turning towards the open man for the switch to complete the switch, he turned with his back towards goal, and then he just got crowded out of the options from both sides. Here's Spaps, Twinkle, Cookies. Back for me. Going for Sheamus on the right-hand side. Left-hand side would have been better. Sheamus does sell it. Did he stay on sides? It looks like yes. Back post. Spaps can't get to it. Frack runs it down. Frack cross comes in. Akonikun can't get to it. Corner. Here's Frack. Whipped in. The goalkeeper's going to come for it. Parks can't get to it. Akonikun will have it. I think Frack might be off. Frack. Sheamus off the bar and out. And the flag stayed down. I don't believe it. Here's Parks. Akonikun. He's lost the ball to Hooper, who's booted it clear, but nobody's there. So Jack will pick it up without pressure. Jack's turned himself. Why would he turn towards the byline with that ball? He's cut room off from himself. Now he's out of position, and Hooper's there. Hooper's gone for goal. And he's way off the mark, but no need from that from Jack. Here's Smith. Spaps is the early replacement here. Might be at halftime at this rate. Here's Parks. Lofted in. Spaps back post. Can he get there? No. Quinlan punches it free. Twinkle heads it back in. Midlet. Miveld will push it back. Here's Sheamus with a cross back post. Could be there. Quinlan punches. Cookies heads it back in. Smith heads it back out. Cookies finds Parks. Finds me. Good ball to Frack. He's run them wide now. Space between the lines. Frack's done well. Back post. Schwartz. Healy. Parks has come down with it. Good cutout from Parks. Frack again. Spaps in the space. Twinkle. Parks is going to have to tee this up. Parks goes for goal. He's miles over. He's miles over. Like, two of my 4 forwards are having a sub-average game, a below average, and one's not having a good game. Like, come on. And Sheamus is only having an average game. We're 31 minutes in. Come on, boys. Don't throw this away. Here's Hooper. Jack has absolutely booted that clear. Schwartz. Oh, Flattery. Parks has cut that out nicely. Sheamus. Fucking get rid of the ball before you're pressed, man. Miveld. Schwartz. Smith. Schwartz. Gonna boot it forward to Jellicoe. He should have been pressed. He might have been able to win the header. Jellicoe goes for goal. That's over. Here's Jack. Parks. Sheamus. Akonikun. Snicky. Good ball. Cookies. Cookies! Off the bar! Are you fucking kidding me? Twice now? I'm not going to get FM'd on the fucking penultimate day of the season, am I? Cookies. Go on, Cookies. Cookies off the bar again! Three times off the bar in the fucking first half. Are you kidding me? Somebody put the fucking ball in the fucking net. Please. Please. I'm begging you. Schwartz. Kinsella. Healy. Jellicoe. He's going for goal and hit the side netting from fucking 35 yards out. Whipped in. Parks has to head that out for a corner. Smith. Whipped in. Brat's got it the whole way. Come on, boys. Parks. Akonikun. Back to Parks. Whip the cross in, man. Sheamus. Back to Parks. Just fucking whip the cross in, man. Twinkle finally does. Back post. Snicky's double team. Snicky goes for the header. Quinlan. Oh, he's just almost fallen into his own goal. But he's got it. Here's Akonikun with a free kick. I wouldn't mind if you go for goal here from Akonikun. He's whipped it in. Sticky. Back post. Over the top. Over the top of the bar. Here's their free kick. 2 minutes of added time. At the end of the first half, I've been booked. That's just over. Jesus. Here's myself, Frack, Spaps, Snicky, Jack, Parks. That's not a great pass, Jack. Got there in the end, but, I mean, that was weak. Twinkle, back to Jack. Back to me, switch the ball. Cookies. Back for Frack, good ball. Can even go back here. Now has to go to Spaps. Cookies, very good. Very good ball movement. Cookies driving line. Here comes the cross. Sakoni back post. He's pushed. It's a penalty. Schwartz pushed Akuni-kun. It's a penalty in added time at the end of the first half. Oh, my God. A penalty. It's in. That is a big goal. My 4th of the season. And we're going into the break 1-0 up. A mistake from Schwartz is enough to give us the go-ahead goal. We lead 1-0. Right on the verge of halftime. That's a free kick. O'Flaherty here might be cautioned. He's given a word of warning, and it is halftime. 1-0 at the break. I think we're doing well, but we can definitely find another gear here. I think I'm going to be. We have to think about replacing Spaps. That has to be an option here. Mainly, not because of the booking, but because he's just not performing. Like he's not really been in this game where we need him to be. Good steal, Frack. It's a clearance. I don't think Snicky will get to it. Modeste will, but it's a good steal. Here we go with Spaps. He's been out of position a lot too, Spaps. Frack. Twinkle. Cookies. Spaps down the line. Not taken. Spaps will cut in. Cookies' cross will be cut out for a corner. Sheamus to take. Whipped in. Snicky looking to meet it, but Quinlan has it in his grasp. That's the end of the threat. Flattery's taking it. Here's Akoni-kun. Akoni-kun off the post. That's the 4th time we've hit the woodwork in this game. God, we could have used that insurance goal. An Akoni-kun screamer for an insurance goal would have been really nice right about now. Here's Brat. Going forward. Did Akoni-kun stay on is the question. It looks like he has. Akoni-kun, oh, it's blocked and it goes wide off the goalkeeper. Ay. Joe Jones will come on for Spaps. Here's Frack. Whips that in. The keeper was way out of position, so Midveld has to head it away. O'Flaherty's done well to cut that out. Joe Jones has come on. It might be Sheamus for Mukendi next. Here's Frack. Frack on the right-hand side. Frack whips it in. Snicky could be there. Snicky's there. Oh, he's over the bar. Unmarked, free in the box, and they couldn't get over top of the ball. Oh, my God, that had to have been a goal. They've got to score there. Sheamus, Akoni-kun. Akoni-kun rips one, and it's over. They've got to score there. Here's Joe Jones. Back pass Joe Jones. The substitutes put us 2-0 up. Let's go. That is why we pay Joe Jones the money, man. The super sub has done it again. Sheamus on the back post. Jones just is so good in the air, man. Jones is so good in the air. And he's come on. Whoa. Don't need you again, bud. Not yet, at least. Joe Jones, so good in the air. Here's Frack. Twinkle. Akoni-kun. Sheamus. Twinkle. Oh, I didn't mean to click Frack's name. I'm trying to replace him because he's one. Oh, that's a good ball and headed away. He's one suspension away. He's one yellow card away from a suspension. So I want to swap him out because I want him for the last game. Here's the ball whipped in. Quinlan has it. The ads start in 6 minutes, so we should be done by then. If not, we'll snooze. Twinkle. Cookies. Snicky. Go wide, man. The ball's not good enough. It needed to be a sharper ball. It needed to have more weight to that ball. It goes out for a corner, though, to be fair. 2-0 to the lead. Sheamus will take this corner. It's whipped in. Joe Jones again, but he can't get over top of it. It'll be a goal kick. Here's Parks, 70th minute now. Parks whips one in. Joe Jones meets it. He's got a lot of power on it. He just couldn't direct it on the frame of the goal. So here's one over the top. Sheamus on the left-hand side. Sheamus has got it. Sheamus, he loses the ball. Akoni-kun's done really well to run that down. Back for Twinkle. Good touch from Twinkle. Back post. Jones. Cookies. What a save. Just what a save from Quinlan. Jack is one yellow card away as well. Back post. Jones again. $3-0 in a must-win. An absolute must-win. Joe Jones has come off the bench and delivered the performance needed to put us back at the top of the table. It will be 3 points. It will be first place. Here's Twinkle. The whole reason Wellman's on is just to avoid Jack from being suspended last game. Cookie's going for goal. Quinlan has it. Tried to be cheeky there. Here's O'Flaherty. O'Flaherty. Hooks the cross far side for Paul Ellis. He's whipped it back in. Jellicoe's there. Parks collides with him, and it's awarded a free kick the other way because Jellicoe was offsides. I actually thought that was in danger of being a penalty against us, but we just got to see the game out now. We're in a really good position, 3-0 up with 83 minutes on the clock, or in the 83rd, but still. Don't give him a glimmer of hope. Jellicoe's going to go for goal. Brott tips that away. And so Nico comes in for Schwartz. Here's Owen. Jones heads that up. It's going to go back to Owen. Who's giving it to Healy. Akoni-kun's got that out. Nico can't run it down. Sheamus has got it. End of the highlight. 85th minute now. Here's Norris. Where are we at with the ad? 3 minutes until the ad starts. So we'll probably snooze. Norris, Twinkle, Jones, Snicky, myself, Meant for Jones. Paul Ellis cuts it out. It will be a corner. We're gonna snooze for 5 minutes, one ad break. So here's Sheamus with it. Sheamus. Joe Jones could be there looking for his hat trick. Norris has headed it back in. Quinlan is uncontested. Right. Added time, 4 minutes. Cookies. Good day, Cookies. Jesus. Snicky. It's taken off his foot. Joe Jones runs it down. Joe Jones. Back for Norris. Back for Jones. He did not stay on the sides, unfortunately. He did not stay on sides. So, here's myself. We are in the 3rd minute of added time now at the end of the second half here. Twinkle. Modeste. Owen. It's a good challenge for me. Kinsella's got to be off. Kinsella, it's a good save, and it is a free kick. He's offsides. Flag is up on the near side. There it is. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Big win, 3-0. Myself from the spot in added time at the end of the first half. Joe Jones, the substitute in the 62nd. And again in the 73rd. He is player of the match, despite only playing 40 minutes of it, essentially. It's not going to matter. And there it is. Top of the table. East Manchester and Shevington. It was Cornwall in the 13th before Yates. That was for East Manchester before Yates for Shevington leveled things. Phoenix from the spot in the 42nd meant East Manchester were 2-1 up at the break. The 72nd he would score again, give East Manchester the 3-1 win. So here's how it stands. Final day of the season. Fleetwood Hesketh fail to win. We are champions. If we win, we are champions. They need us to draw and themselves to win, or they need us to lose and themselves to win. They need us to fail to win, and they have to win in order for them to go up. At the relegation battle, Norcross, AFC Blackpool reserves, Shevington, and Stockport reserves are all relegation threatened. Norcross just need a point, or they need Stockport Georgians reserves to fail to win. Same situation with AFC Blackpool reserves. Shevington need a point, or well, I should say they need a win keeps them up. If they draw and Stockport Georgians reserves fail to win, then Shevington will stay up. If Shevington loses, then they need Stockport Georgians reserves to either lose by a lesser goal difference, or actually they just need to. If Shevington lose, they need Stockport Georgians reserves to lose, or if Shevington lose by less than a 3-0 deficit, they will need Stockport Georgians reserves to fail to win. If they lose by more than 3, then they will need Stockport Georgians reserves to straight up lose. So post-match press conference. Let's kick this off with the first question from Craig Stott, 442.com. It's very pleasing to deserve hard work. We'll continue the approach. Hopefully stay top for the rest of the season with scoring rate. It was a big moment indeed. Hitting the woodwork 4 times with our finishing. Yeah. He's one of the best forwards in the division. It's a fundamental part of our game. There we have it. That's the press conference done and dusted. Let us save the game And that is the end of episode 133 on the Twitch, or on the YouTube, I should say. So thank you so much for watching. The season finale is next. It's for all the marbles in the next one. We'll see you there. Take care.